Many years, many people talk about what is the right training, gym or table, or mix them together, or maybe 30% gym and 70% table, or other way. So we, every single one of us, we are absolutely different. Let's put it straight to a side. What works for your friend, what works for Devon Larat, what works for Alex Kurdecha will never work for you. Maybe will. Let's put it clear. In arm wrestling, the most important is to grow, because the levels are 300 and more. Until you start to pull, you understand that there is so many levels. Usually in arm wrestling, okay, there is basics, which is back as well involved, and even legs and abs and biceps and triceps. Those are muscles what we are training in the daily routine as well. But many moves like side pressure, like a riser, and all these moves are not involved in the daily training or daily life. That's why those areas are very stubborn. Usually we have pain after training or overloading them. Again, it's absolutely different. What somebody works in office, he can easily go for very heavy training. Somebody works on the field or in a building business, and he can't go for that heavy training. But you need to understand one thing, that your body, your brain will always try to save you. They will always try to keep you away from these injuries, keep you away from pain, keep you away from actually growing something there. It's stubborn. That process is always very stubborn. So you have to push through. You have to push through. For example, if you want, yes, for example, this side movement to be strong, you're gonna do it first time. Oh my God, it's so painful there in the, oh yeah, it burns here. In the morning you can't even move your neck. Oh no, that's not for me. No, that's exactly for you. You keep doing it. Maybe put the smaller weight. Don't do that big range. Don't hit the most painful area. You still go and do it. You keep the static on it. You will push it through, and your body will start to grow. Muscle will grow, the tendon, you will start to develop that area. If you constantly will show that this is what I want, this is what I need, you're gonna put the load on that area, you're gonna put some damage in that area, or you're gonna go in sparring and you're gonna get in those areas and you're gonna load and put damage on it. It will start to grow. Without the damage, without the pressure, without consistency, nothing will grow. Never. I'm training only at home. I'm training only at home. Very rare I'm in the gym. Now already 4 years I'm not going to the gym at all. I'm training at home, and the weight never lie. So I can tell you with no doubt that last 10 years I'm growing still in the weights. 10 years I'm going only up. 10 years, imagine. And I believe that maybe after only 5 years I could reach the peak of my actual hands and everything. And I am in arm wrestling more than 10 years, and I understood that only last couple years is just when my body start to develop these areas where I was pushing so hard. There millions of the wrist rolls, millions of the thumb training, millions of back pressures, actually millions times done that, and your body is losing this battle. It's actually start to develop these areas, and you are getting stronger. Finally you are getting stronger. Not many will push through, not many, but those who will push through will understand what I mean. If you are a long time in arm wrestling, give yourself a question, when actually it started to kick in. It actually took quite long time, because for example wrist, yeah, wrist, there is no muscle, there is no muscle, there is bone, there is some skin and there is tendons. So to grow bigger wrist, you need to basically do that micro damage on your tendon, and they need to develop bigger. Imagine how damage you need to do to actually from the micro damage to build bigger tendon than actually my wrist is now. From 20 is 22, but it was 18. So imagine how long that takes. But in arm wrestling, I can tell you like that. If you think something gonna happen in one day, 1 week, or 1 month, or even 1 year, arm wrestling is not for you. In 1 year, you might have understanding something, what gives you pain, what is actually my certain level, something, just something. Because every single year what I was pulling, I thought that now, oh my God, I'm in the peak. Next year I understood. Every single year I'm thinking about the last year that I was absolutely nonsense, zero. And even now I'm thinking about the last year, I can think that only that way I was no one, I was nothing. So, and every single month even I'm still growing, and that's most important for me. And the weight is going to be your friend, because those are not lying. Riser, yeah, riser. you can't fool it. You can't check it on the sparring, because somebody will say, oh my God, you have so strong riser. Maybe actually that guy is weak. That's it. Back pressure, again, nobody can, like, who else can give you 80 kilograms back pressure on the table? No one. Weights will always lead you, but you have to be healthy to actually work with weights. Here in my gym, I will never harm myself. I am getting to that level. I will not harm myself. I will always stop when it's close to the trauma, to injury. I will always stop when I see that something is going wrong. I am working with myself. I want to get stronger. In the gym, in a sparring session, you don't know. You can get like 20 monkeys around you who are gonna try to just go for some pin or back pressure, whatever they're gonna do. They're gonna put you in pulling by the one finger, and you're gonna try to survive because everybody's watching and you just don't want to let it go. And until you are pulling in losing position, next morning is pain. Until you are losing your wrist and still pulling, next morning is pain. Until you are slipping with an open wrist and trying to get it back, next morning is pain. All that stuff you will never get in your gym. All that stuff is not happening here. Here you get pure nice angles, pure nice rotation. On the sparring, you can get understanding how to use your strength, how to use your new brachialis or new bicep strength. But the main work happens one-on-one, where nobody is watching. And my suggestion is just control that you are growing in the weight. I was preparing for my first competition in my life. 4 months in the gym. No one, not even one touching of the hand. Next competition, another 3-4 months in the gym. Never touch anyone alive. So all the time preparing, I can see the weights are getting bigger, and I knew that, okay, in that area definitely I'm stronger. The most important, you need to understand that you can let's say check that only with the smart people, with the smart arm wrestlers, with some coach. You need to meet someone once a couple weeks or once in 3 weeks, or set up some small sparring in 3 people or 4 people who actually understands what they are doing. They can tell you, okay, you have a good biceps, turn in and now hold it, or whatever. They will give you tips how to use. You have the tools, but you don't know how to use them. If you go in any club where people don't know you, first of all, they sometimes want to teach you a lesson and just take you down. No one, and remember, that's what I told many, no one is interested to make you stronger. Men don't like strong men around them. They don't want to build enemies around them stronger than them. So not many will be happy to grow you bigger and stronger than themselves. So you have to face it now, so you know that there is no super huge friendship in arm wrestling that I'm gonna now spend all my time to make you stronger. No, you have to do it yourself. You have to recognize those people who actually tells that you feel so strong just because they like you or they want to cheer you up, but actually you need to be real. And the real you can be here when you are with your weights and you see that actually I'm lifting 10 kilograms and already 4 or 5 months and everybody says I'm so strong. You are not strong. You just have a good friends around you. That's it. So yeah, basics, you can always work on the basics here. Then you can go out and try, analyze video, what was happening. Oh, they opened my wrist. This angle wasn't strong enough. The back wasn't strong enough. I can't hold in the defense. I can't get them over the center. My rotation is not strong. You come back, put the plan, set up the plan, check what you have, and build it bigger. Build it bigger, go back, try again. Only way. Hundreds repetitions, no lying to yourself. And just understand that if you want to be strong in arm wrestling, give yourself a credit. At least 5-7 years to be in a top level. If you are planning to be a superstar next year, then arm wrestling is not for you. Arm wrestling is when you are alone with pain, with suffering, with anxiety, with losing, with everything. You need to swallow that as fast as you can. Leave it as a fuel. Leave it inside as a fuel. Any loss, leave it as a fuel, which is gonna burn you, and train harder to not be in that position again. But if that's the case, if you are losing again, you come back, you analyze, and you get stronger. Losing, always remember, losing is the free lesson what you can't buy nowhere, even for money. Stay strong and very positive, and I'm watching you.